Hey everybody, welcome back to IP Farms. Well, we're in the shop. I don't know if you can hear it in the background or not, but it's pouring down rain on tin roof. My old shop here is like Swiss cheese. I've got a few holes that I need to patch up, but cut the heater on, got really warm in here already. Problem is it leaves pretty quick, but regardless, we're going to do some work today. I'm not sure how I'm going to format this video. Might be a lot of high speed, I don't know. Probably highlight what we're doing, capture a few things of it, and bring you back. I've got to get everything tore down best I can so I can get some parts and pieces on order, see what we can come up with and see how bad things are. So let's quit talking and get started. And we got most of those off except for this one. I'll deal with that in a minute. Figure that out a little bit better, one thing at a time. Got the reel belt off, so now this spins best you can imagine. What am I hitting there? Oh, look at that, driving my tooth into my wagon. I can't do two things at one time. I don't know why I try to hold the camera and do something. Okay, well, you can get a better look now at that one. It's a shame because that's the only one that's bent on the whole reel, which, I mean, you know, if I got to replace the bushings and U-bolts, I guess I got to take it off anyway. Take them all off, and I'm saying I could just, you know, put new wood in them. Wood's pretty much non-existent. Well, I had to stop and bring you back for this. So all you Gleaner guys or anybody that knows anything about these reels, which I obviously don't, is this thing spring loaded? Because when I pulled that bent bar off, I was down here on this end and I pulled this last little U-bolt off and that reel took off and made about 2 rounds under some kind of pressure. And so I rolled it around, and it gets to a point and you push it a little further and it spins on its own for a couple rounds. I can't see anything that looks like it's got a spring or something in it unless it's something behind that mechanism right there, but I'm going to show you anyway because it just about got me. Alright, so I'm going to show you. We're going the opposite way than what the reel's supposed to, but I don't know, this makes no sense to me. I mean, you can feel it's got a little tension on it wanting to go back, and you get to a point like over, maybe it's just a way, I don't know. Watch this. And then it stops. You go a little bit more. Like that. I have no idea. I would have thought for sure that this would just been freewheeling. But like I said, it's not going the right way because it's hitting my 4x6s, which my teeth are anyway, but once I get all the boards off, I guess I'll investigate further. But yeah, when I pulled that last one off, it just about spun around and knocked me in the head. I have no idea what I missed on the spring-loaded aspect of that. Maybe I just completely lost my mind on that, but something had tension on it, and I don't see anything that does, unless it's something to do with how those bars tie these two together, because there's nothing spring-loaded here. But anyway, we're going to try to get these off. Thank you, Cousin Scott, for your diagrams. Trying to get this loose here. I've already got the collar off. I'm hoping that I can take some of this off and these will slide off. I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to take the whole tube apart on both ends. I may, and just try to lay it in the floor, get these stars off, and you know, another day we can get the other reel tore down and use those, because these are all bent to a degree. So we're going to work on this, try to get this reel, tube, and stars complete and figured out before we jump down there to the other auger and start cleaning that out. So get back to work. Oh, better move you. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the rest of these stars loose and see if I can bring it all out on this one end, save me from having to get the cherry picker over here. If my thinking process is correct, this one will clear the bearings that we were talking about. This apparatus can stay attached here, can replace these bearings if they are replaceable, and hopefully this one, that round, I guess I didn't need to measure before I go any further. If that round will clear the triangle here, which it should, then I can bring everything this way, and then once I get it all off, then I can just set the reel back down. I don't have that big cherry picker apparatus here in my way. So let me do some measuring, I'll bring you back. Pretty slick design, actually. Worked out. They just got supports that go in each end, all that clear, so I didn't have to take this end loose with a pulley. Everything looks good up here. I can get to those rollers, bearings, whatever they are. I've got to do some research on that. and didn't have to bring the cherry picker in here. The auger tube, I can slide it up under the cart for right now. Auger tube, real tube, I'll get it right in a minute. So now I'm gonna get in here and see if I can get some of this mess clean out of there and see if we find any bad holes. I've already seen one back there in the corner, but I think that's where somebody's hit something with it, which it should be easy to patch, but I don't think there's anything rotted through, so let's get back after it. Well, it's been a minute since I turned the camera on. I think we're going to probably get ready to call this one good on the video. I've wasted too much of your time already. Hit kind of a roadblock. I've got to figure out how to get that auger out. It's not self-explanatory, at least to me. I've got to look in the book and see if I can get a parts breakdown or something. Talk to Cousin Scott or somebody. But the floor is in bad shape over here in this corner. It's not rusted through. It's just bowed up, if you will. So I'm going to definitely have to do some sheet metal work. So I'm going to go out here and look. I'll show you guys a little closer since it's daylight, not raining, on that other head. Once I get it tore apart, if I figure out how to get this auger out, take it out, and I'm going to look at the pans and see which pan looks better, this one or that one, and make a decision then. So we go out here and show you that, and then we'll probably just wrap this one up as part 2. So like I said, the sheet metal in this one's a lot better. A lot of it looks like it's been bolted in, so I can rob some sheet metal out of this one, like back there, the big screws. So I can rob this top pan out of this one, because the auger is in a lot worse shape on this one. And I realized I said it, they had to cut some off of both sides to make it even, because all this has been re-welded, and the same thing over here that they did on the other side on the previous video when I was showing you. Somebody went to an extreme to cut this head down and make it usable. Somebody on the forum told me that might have been for trucking purposes, custom, harvesting back in the day, but I don't know. We'll see. So I've got to get this one tore apart basically, and get it down to bare bones once I figure out how to get the augers out, and then decide which route I'm going to go from there. At least the stars are good on that one. So all right guys, well I think we'll just wrap this one up, like I said, as part 2. Don't want to bore you too much with the header stuff, but I told you we were going to go through it with a fine-tooth comb. That's what we're doing. I'm basically having to learn a whole lot of this myself and on my own as I go. So books don't always tell you anything, which naturally it's not here. It might tell me exactly what I need to know, but we'll figure it out eventually. And get the auger out of it, get this one tore apart down to like I've got the one inside, then we make an executive decision and go from there. So that being said, I really appreciate everything, guys. Thank you for following on the journey with me here. Stick around for more, definitely. And we'll see what happens over the next couple days. Until then, thank you.